This is just a quick little video to go through the settings for a V-tail res 2-meter glider. It's a Spektrum NX8 transmitter. Start with the system setup. Model type is a sailplane. Sailplane type. There you go. There is a tail, V-tail A and a V-tail B. I found that V-tail B worked for me, and it's important regarding the throttle stick because I use the throttle stick for applying the spoiler. Now I perhaps work unconventionally the other way around. I actually push forwards for the spoiler to come out, where I believe other people have the spoiler in the up position for closed and then bring it back. I have flight mode selected so that I can blip into thermal mode or cruise mode, and I can adjust the elevator setting in those different modes, and it remembers the trim inputs I put in. So it's just cruise as a speed and thermal. I'm using a 4-channel AR410 Spektrum receiver, and here I have the right elevator, left elevator and flap configured, but I also have left aileron and right aileron, and I think that's it. I'm not so sure where the motor comes in, whether I've done that, I'm not sure, but it might all come clear later on. But the left aileron, right aileron is so I can push the aileron onto my rudder channel. And I've just changed the elevator to 2 points in flight mode. Servo setup, you can see that I've just changed 1, 2 and 3, right elevator, left, or right aileron, left aileron, flap. And I've trimmed those 3 channels. There's the reverses I needed to do. Nothing there, nothing there. Aileron, elevator, rudder. Obviously these are your own personal settings. No differential, no V-tail differential. Nothing on those.
Cruise mode, speed mode, thermal mode.
So there's nothing in the camber presets, but they will take and remember the trim settings.
Speed mode, cruise mode, cruise mode.
So nothing in those. Now this is in the main bit, mixing. So I have aileron to rudder. So as you probably guessed, I'm mode 1. So it will be configured really for rudder and elevator, but I like to push the aileron over onto the rudder. So this is the aileron to rudder, and I've got the full movement there. So I can really make it turn if I want to, but if I just want to, because when you're flying like a aileron model, sometimes you just want to turn the model, just apply some small amounts of rudder, then it's only about half, well, I think it's half the amount. So if I just want to just adjust something in flight rather than using the aileron, I will just use the rudder just to tweak it round. So that's that. Those are disabled. Here, I've just changed how much rudder I use, so it's just 50%, and have it on all the time. So if I just move the rudder over, it's up to 52. If I change this to 0, yeah, it goes up to 89. I'm still keeping the minus 50 on the other side. Yeah, so I'm halving the rudder just to make it finer. So that's that one. Rudder to right, elevon, whatever you want to call it. What's this one? So that's that one. This is my spoiler curve there when I open the spoiler to elevator. That seems to work quite well. This one, I think I might have just trialled this, so aileron to elevator compensation, so that if I was doing some thermal turns or something, I could apply a little bit of elevator in there, but I haven't used it yet. And then here, motor to flap. If you remember from the channel assignment, I had flap. So this is taking the motor input. Yeah, this is normally your motor, and I'm mixing it onto the flap channel. Yeah, so that's my curve for applying the spoiler. There. That one there, and I haven't got any more. So that's a mixing. Yeah, I haven't got anything else. So we can look at the monitor, and I've got the motor channel here I mentioned earlier on, and that's mixing into the flap channel there. So we're just getting the motor onto a channel there, and you can see the elevator compensation being applied there. You can see these two, so that's the aileron channels here being passed over to the right and left elevons. You can see the rudder minus 50% and the elevator. I hope that's been of some use to somebody. Thank you and goodbye.